Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Jensen, and as many of you know, I have been serving as the school's PTA historian for just about 3 years now. And at the end of this school year, I will be transitioning out of the position, so we're going to have a new person in the role. And so I thought now would be a good time to create a training video telling my successor the 3 most important things that they need to do as the PTA historian. Now, before I begin with those 3 things though, I would like to recommend that anyone who fills the role of PTA historian attend the training. Now you may be thinking, why am I watching a training video telling me to go to training? Well, there's a good reason for that. Each May, the state holds a training session and they have different breakouts for every role. So they have one for president, historian, so on and so forth. And I highly recommend that you attend the historian breakout session. There you're going to learn a lot of great things. You'll meet great other historians from other schools. You can get some great ideas, maybe bring them back to our school. It's fun and quick also. I know you may be thinking, I don't have time for this, but they keep it under an hour. They include some time for Q&A, so I highly recommend that you attend the training. So let's say though that you're starting after the May training or you just couldn't make it. No worries there. Again, this video is meant to tell you the 3 things that you need to do if you would like to fulfill the role successfully. So the first thing, the procedure book. So this is a copy of mine here. I won't go through everything that's in it. I'll give you a couple ideas that you can include. We have things like news clippings, cards that the kids have made, PTA minutes, and so on and so forth. However, each school does theirs a little bit differently, so check with your PTA president, make sure you've got everything that he or she wants included in there. And again, I recommend a binder like this, and it's important that the binder you receive that you keep everything in there, because these are historical records of everything that have happened through the school year. So keep what's in there, don't take anything out, and then you'll pass it on to your successor when you're done. So, number 2, tracking volunteer hours. I have a sample here of a form that I have used. It's actually a state form. However, I realize that the font is way too small for you to see, so I'm going to show you the most important things here. Okay, so I gave you a look and I'll go ahead and read through it now. I know everybody loves a PowerPoint read to them. So, number 2, track the volunteer hours. I suggest you get a binder or, something simple, and you keep it at the front desk. Inside that, just 3-hole punch some simple sheets of paper. At the top, you're going to want to put the volunteer's name, the activity, the time in and out, and most important, the number of hours. This is what we track. You want to track the number of hours that each parent spends doing their activity. Another part of that is at-home volunteer hours. So with that, you're going to want to email the parents in August and March, and you're going to ask them to put down what they've done at home. So whether that's travel, mileage, emails, so on and so forth. So you'll email them in August, letting them know to expect another email from you in March, which at that time you'll ask them, how much time have you spent? And the goal for everyone is to keep track of it month by month. What you don't want to do is come April of next school year and you haven't totaled a single thing. Then you're going to find yourself with hours of work on your hands. So if you just, keep the papers at the front desk for all the volunteers to sign in, talk to your volunteers at the beginning of the school year to let them know to be expecting to, keep track of everything they work on. Then, when the final step 3 comes, which is the state report, you'll already have a good idea of what your numbers look like and what they'll look like for the rest of the year. Which brings me to number 3. If you do nothing else as your role in as historian, make sure you do number 3. And that is filling out the PTA historian report, which goes to the state. Now, here is a copy of it. Again, way too small for you to see here. So I have listed the website where you can find it. And I'll hold the sign up here again. But you go to capta.org and you find the form there. It's really simple, very easy to fill out. And you'll notice that the due dates vary. It's due either in April or May. And that the form requests hours through June 30th. So what you do there is you just project forward. And again, this is a good reason to have been keeping track of your hours each month. So then you'll know in May or June, okay, May we typically have, say, 100 volunteer hours, or you would know that from back in February or say, and then you could give a good, we call it a guesstimate, but it's your best idea of how many hours that you will have. And this is critical for us to keep because PTA organizations are 501(c) organizations. So what that means is PTA must receive 1/3 of their support from the general public. That is required for us to prove each year, and so we fill out that report, we give it to council. One important step first, make sure you have your PTA president sign it, then turn it into council, and by that point it's already May, and you're just about done with the school year. So once you get that turned in and signed away, you can go ahead and have a great summer, and thanks for your support. If you have any questions or you'd like to reach me, you can email me at ljensen5@brandman.edu. Thanks so much. Bye.